What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my Smackdown live review today. Um, First off, I have to say I was at Smackdown Live yesterday, and it was my first WWE live event, and it was something definitely to remember. It was fun. It was great being there. It was hey, I'm sorry we didn't go to WrestleMania. Let's go to SmackDown instead. We could have went to Raw, but it was already sold out, so we had to go to SmackDown, which was great. So the next time WWE comes to Orlando's in the Amway Center, we will definitely be going. Hopefully it'll be Monday Night Raw, but we were high up, and I was scared of falling. I actually tripped over. Thankfully, no one really saw, but I tripped over. I was scared of falling over, man. And after a while, I did get used to it. Like, I've been in the Amway Center before, and I wasn't as high as I was. Like, we were on the top section, right? This is why I understand why they call it the nosebleed section. But, we were definitely high up, but after sitting there for a while, I got used to it, and it was fine. The show was great, but, yo, man, when I got up, bro, my knees was hurting, and my leg, and my foot, and I'm like, bro, this was only a 2-hour show, bro. If we was here for Raw or for a pay-per-view, we'd be here for about 3 hours, man. I don't know if I could do that, but, whatever. But, it was fine. It was fun. It was great, and it's very different from TV. Like, it's just a different experience. Like, the crowd is crazy, and I loved it. It was like I was among my people. Like, I was where I belong. This is where I belong, man. And it was a really great experience, and I can't wait to do it again, hopefully very soon. But with that being said, let's break down SmackDown and see if it was better than Raw. So first, we have Randy Orton. He opens up the show, and a lot of people were booing, which I get. They weren't booing Orton. They were just booing the fact that he won, which I understand, because a lot of people thought, hey, this is a chance for Bray Wyatt to prove himself, and he did not do that. He lost this WWE Championship, which, again, I'm like, wow. Like, I can't believe WWE doesn't know what to do with Bray Wyatt. A lot of people like Bray Wyatt, but it seems like they don't know what to do with him. It's very weird. But he opens up the show, says that he's master now and Bray Wyatt's the servant. Bray Wyatt comes on the screen. Oh, by the way, I finally got to do the Fireflies thing with my cell phone, so I thought that was pretty cool. And speaking of which, like, you can't hear no commentary either. Like, that was the weird part. Like, if we heard commentary, it would have been like a normal thing of WWE for me. But because I didn't hear any commentary, and it was just, we saw the match, we saw commercials when they were on break, and that was kind of it. So, and we got to see, obviously, the match continue on while it was on commercial break. But other than that, it's like, wow, it's a very different experience. But anyway, back to this. So Wyatt comes on the screen. He says that he's not done with Randy yet, and that he challenges him to a House of Horrors match, whatever that is. And then he comes to the ring to attack him. But then but Erick Rowan comes back, and he joins Wyatt, and they beat him down. Then Luke Harper comes down, and they fend off the heels, and their heels run away. So that's how it opened up. I gave it a B. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Next, we had Naomi versus Alexa Bliss in a great rematch for the Women's Championship. Naomi wins. Great, glad. Now she needs a new challenger. Don't know who that's going to be. Maybe it'll be Carmella. She hasn't had a championship opportunity yet, and I mean one-on-one. So maybe she'll have a match. Maybe it'll be Natalya, or maybe we'll get a new diva from NXT or from somewhere else. So who knows? We'll see. But interesting to see where they go with Naomi. But I gave the match a B. Next, we had Curt Hawkins in the ring, and he issued an open challenge, and we got Ty Dillinger, and the match was nothing special. It was all one-sided pretty much. Dillinger won in about less than 5 minutes, and that was it, and everyone was doing the perfect 10 thing. So, like, I've seen him from when he was at the Rumble, but because I don't watch NXT, I was like, who's that? And everyone kept standing up, so I'm like, who's that? And at first I thought it was Nakamura, because, like I said, I don't watch NXT, so I don't know his song. But I'm like, who's that? And it was like, everyone was like, oh, that's Ty Dillinger. And I was like, oh, that's Ty Dillinger. Okay. He seems okay. So I need to know a little bit more about him. But I definitely will be watching NXT a little bit more closely now, so I can figure out when these guys finally debut on Raw or SmackDown, I'll know who they are. But other than that, I gave it a B for what it was. Next, we have The Miz. He comes out dressed as John Cena, and Maurice was dressed up as Nikki. They were saying that they were leaving WWE, but John Cena really wasn't there because he was filming a movie, and Nikki Bella is resting her neck. So, there's that. And then while the Miz is in the ring, Nakamura comes out, and everyone was going crazy, and they kept singing his song over again, and they were just going, whoa, 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 whoa. My dad was like, what is wrong with it? I'm like, that's his entrance, that's who he is. And he's like, he just looks weird. But again, the crowd was into it. They loved, like I said, the WWE Universe is crazy. I have a newfound respect for them. But I don't want to say the energy was low, but more of, it wasn't what I saw on Raw. Now, if we had been on that Raw show, bro, oh my God, I'd been like, yo, it's crazy. But because it was SmackDown, it was a little bit more toned down. That's fine. I figured by Tuesday the WrestleMania energy would have died down, knowing that this was the last show, and we finally caught WWE before they left. But yeah, he was there for about a couple of minutes. Dolph Ziggler comes out and challenges him to a match, and he says in the main event, but we never got that. Apparently, they had a dark match after, so I'm guessing they'll have an official match next week. Next, we had Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose, which was a pretty good match and a street fight match. I knew Baron Corbin was going to win since he lost at WrestleMania. That's exactly what happened, but the match was pretty good. Loved it. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Then we get Shane McMahon in the ring, and he's talking about the superstar shakeup, and he's like, anybody who comes over here should be lucky to come over here because you'll get opportunity. AJ Styles comes out. He says, I don't know what this superstar shakeup is, but I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here on SmackDown. This is my house. And, he shakes Shane's hand out of respect for the match they two gave at WrestleMania. Then he kind of played with him a little bit, going like that. And Shane was ready for him, and that was that. I was really looking forward. I'm like, where's AJ Styles? Where's AJ Styles? And so it kind of teased a little face turn. So if that's the case, then hopefully that's where they're going with this. I don't want AJ to leave SmackDown. Nobody does, but they better not move him. I'm being dead serious about that. Because what I heard was they're moving AJ to Raw and Roman to SmackDown. That cannot happen. Cannot happen. Will not accept that. AJ needs to stay on SmackDown. And then finally, we had the Wyatt family versus Randy Orton and Luke Harper in the match. I gave it a C because it was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like excellent. Which again, I get because it's the end of WrestleMania week. You would think they would end it on a high note, but it's fine. It's whatever. The Wyatts dominated most of the match, and me and a lot of other people thought Luke Harper was going to turn on Randy Orton and rejoin the Wyatt family. Me personally, I like Luke on his own. I think he can handle himself. But I do like him. If Luke Harper and Erick Rowan broke away from the Bray Wyatt and they were a tag team, okay. I can understand a lot of people saying, Erick Rowan can't handle it by himself, but Luke Harper can. I like Luke by himself, and I like Luke as a face. And a lot of people, they were cheering for Luke. They were going, Luke, 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 Luke. I like Luke. Stone Cold likes Luke. My dad likes Luke. So, he's got some talent in him. But, if he's going to portray him, and since it wasn't last night, I'm thinking it'll probably be whenever they have this House of Horrors match, so like that. So, with that being said, that was SmackDown Live. It wasn't horrible. SmackDown was good. It just didn't have the energy that Raw had, and so obviously I'm giving Raw the win this week because obviously the night after WrestleMania it's always crazy. And by Tuesday, I'm not surprised that it died down. It's just SmackDown was at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all. If the roles were reversed, SmackDown would have been the show. SmackDown's been kicking butt ever since the brands have split. So, but that's about it. SmackDown was great. Being there at SmackDown, like I said, was a different experience, and I can't wait to go back to another one. Maybe it's a pay-per-view. Maybe it's Raw. Who knows? Maybe it's another SmackDown. But I do know this. We will be closer to the floor because I am never going that high again. Because, not that I was scared. It's not that I was scared of the height. It was more I was just scared of, I felt like I was going to fall over. That was all. But other than that, that's about it. So, until next time, and if you're not down with that, keep up with the videos. I got a couple more videos coming out, so be prepared for that. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out.